Welcome to Beyond the Pages. I'm your host, Arlene Reyes from Donnelly.media. In this podcast, we go beyond the headlines, diving deep into the stories that matter with our team of journalists. Stay with us as we uncover the details, insights, and untold perspectives behind the news. Hi, and welcome to Beyond the Pages. I'm Arlene Reyes from Donnelly.media. And today we have a very special guest. She hosted our 40 Fabulous Females back in March, and she was excellent and really motivated the whole room. Cassandra Burnett. How are you, Cassandra?
I am doing well today. I feel encouraged, inspired. I'm a little tired, but I'm well.
That's great. We're so good to see you. It's always nice to see you.
Same here.
You're always so inspiring.
Thank you.
So you hosted our event. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about what your background in your career and where you are now and what you're doing now.
Yeah. So as far as my background and my career, I want to start off with saying who I am because that tells you my background. So I am a woman that has the ability to make people feel loved, special, and welcome. So that's who I am. Mm-hmm. So I've done that in my career in a few different ways. So I'm an attorney by trade. This is year 20 of me being a litigation attorney. So I started out doing litigation insurance defense for Liberty Mutual Insurance Company. So I was in-house staff counsel in North Jersey in Essex County. And then after that, I came to Philly and practiced for a little bit, still doing the same type of stuff, insurance defense. But I really found my home from a law career at the Attorney General's office in New Jersey, doing child welfare litigation. And that wasn't just some happenstance. I didn't stumble upon that. I was intentional. So I grew up with foster brothers and sisters. My parents were foster parents for years in Pennsylvania. And so that's what I grew up knowing and seeing. I knew caseworkers because they would come into the home. I understood the adoption system from a child standpoint. I have two younger sisters that happen to be adopted through the welfare system, child welfare system in PA. So I knew insurance defense wasn't enough for me to be able to express that love, care, and concern and use the skills that I had obtained through law school. So I reached out to the Attorney General's office, put an application in, and I had been there for 17 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes. And so I had risen in the ranks to a supervisor. So I was supervising a staff of attorneys. And I recently released that job in love, and I am a full-time entrepreneur now. So my career right now is split between a few things.
Okay.
You know, first is my cake company, Lizzie's Love Cakes. It is a bunt pound cake company in honor of my mother and the women in my family. So that's one stream of income. The second stream of income is I have a women's conference called the Hey Girl Conference. It is something so special. It was born out of a need for a space that I just didn't see out there in the world. So I created it. And then lastly, I do speaking engagements. I host events. I do workshops. So those are the three things that, if you will, are the foundation of my current career.
Leaving a job at the Attorney General is a big step, especially to become an entrepreneur. How did you find the courage, or what things gave you the courage to start the things that you were in love with or that you felt from your heart you needed to do?
Yeah, so I started both of my businesses while I was still at the Attorney General's office.
Okay.
So my cake company was founded in 2020, and the Women's Conference, Hey Girl Conference, was founded in 2021. And it wasn't that I had a business plan laid out. It wasn't neat. It wasn't perfect. What happened is that I was forced to examine what I was doing, what my goals were, what my dreams were in the pandemic, when we were all placed in a position of stillness. And I say it that way because before that, I was borrowing Peter to pay Paul with my time. Here, there, and everywhere. I have two girls, my husband, all the events, all the activities. We are just hustling and bustling. And throughout all of that, I lost really what I wanted. I was checking boxes. It was success. It looked very well on the outside, and it was good. it just wasn't what I wanted to do. So when I was forced to sit still in the pandemic, I examined the desires of my heart. And one was to heal for the loss of my mother. And in particular, to honor her, to get to the place of where grief never goes away, but that it means something. It mattered. Like her love mattered. And I want to be able to continue to share that with people. So that was number one. And number two was I have a group of friends called my Sister Angel friends. And when we get together, oh, we have a time.
Right.
It's when we get together, which with all of our schedules, it is like, it takes like an hour to try to figure out a date where we all get together. So I knew that it was something special. I didn't realize how special it was when we got together until in the pandemic. We used to do it on Zoom in the pandemic.
Okay, nice.
And my husband was eavesdropping and he was cackling. He was kikiing along with us. And then we go from cackling to kikiing to like highly like spiritual conversations or like intellectual debates. We do it all. And he saw one of those Zooms and he was like, oh my gosh, other women need this. You should do that for other women. And I was like, what you talking about, Willis? And so that planted the seed of the Hey Girl Conference because I needed it. I know Arlene, you probably needed it, and other women needed it. So the courage was really to lean into who I really was authentically. That was the move. It wasn't anything external. It was all internal because it was already there. It just got buried under life. Like how many times do things that you're good at, that you have a passion for, that you dreamed of, just get buried?
Right.
And we have to excavate those things. So I excavated them. I put my miner's hat on with the light and I went in and I dug it out.
That is so inspiring because true. So many times we're thinking, oh, I'll do this then, or I do this when this happens. And then that happens and something else happens and then you push it back again. So the fact that you found it within yourself to proceed with the things that you had within yourself, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Hey Girl Conference.
Yeah. So Hey Girl we're coming up on our 6th annual conference in May. So what it has consistently been described as is a warm hug.
Okay.
And even like, you know how like sometimes like, well, I do this. You'll get a blanket and put it in the dryer just to warm it up for about 10, 15 minutes. And then you just like put it on. That was before we had like the Snuggie or whatever it's called now. In the 1980s.
In the 1900s.
My oldest daughter's like the 1980s, mommy. So in the 1980s, I would go and put a blanket in the dryer and you get it out and you just wrap it around you. That's the Hey Girl Conference. It is a place where we can be. We are a lot of things. I'm a whole lot, right? Have all the titles, have all the responsibilities. And I can do that, but I also just want to be Cassandra.
Right.
And I also just want you to be Arlene. I don't want you to be Arlene, comma, initial, title. And so Hey Girl creates that space for us to just be. That's it, pure and simple, where all the noise of the world can fade to the background and we can openly and authentically show up as ourselves. And when you do that, you make such great connections. And that's one of the things I'm so proud of with the Hey Girl Conference, the connections that come out of it. And we named it Hey Girl. Well, I named it me, myself, and I.
Right.
Let me clarify who we are because I told you I'm a whole lot of. I named it Hey Girl Conference because as an attorney, as a leader, as a go-getter, as a trailblazer, as the one, I've been in many places and spaces where I've been the one, whether it's the one woman in the room, whether it's the one woman of color in the room, whether it's the one person of color in the room, whatever it is, I've been the one over and over and over again. And if in those places, I had another woman from across the table, across the boardroom, to just give me a hey girl wink, smile, nudge, how much more I would have filled up that room. So that is what we intentionally seek to create with the Hey Girl Conference, a place where you can show up and tilt the room as your big bad self.
Right. So as an attendee, what would someone expect? What would be the process of, let's say you're attending, because I know you have a
Yeah.
lot of special guests and we'll talk
Yeah.
about that in a minute, but what would someone that's attending the conference expect?
So, what they should be in anticipation of is a place that almost feels like a family reunion. So, when you come in, you'll
Mhm.
see smiling faces. You'll see our Hey Girlies. They are our girls ages 9 to 18, and they are there earning their community service hours. So, they're helping out with welcome and registration, they're helping out with the vendors. So, you'll see generations of women just there to welcome you with open arms and with a smile on their face. We have a woman owned vendor marketplace. So you'll go and you peruse all of our vendors. Like we have skincare, we have clothing, candles, books, home accessories. We have a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
And then we have a self care suite this year
Oh,
where there's going to be
nice.
some chair massages that you can enter into a raffle to be able to take advantage of that. We have a quiet suite. So people don't believe this. I am actually an introvert. I just can very much manage
That would
my
be very hard to believe.
extrovertedness because after this, I'm going to go power down.
Right.
Do you remember, oh my gosh, the 1980s Small
Yeah.
Wonder?
Yes, I do
Okay.
remember Small Wonder.
I literally would go in the closet and power down after this. So as an introvert, I can, be engaging. I can, make those connections. And then I just need a moment to take a beat, a pause. So we have a quiet suite.
Okay,
It's just a
nice.
place where you can go. There's going to be some aromatherapy in the room. And we have an interior designer who has really designed this space to just be a place where you can pause and take a breath.
Beautiful.
So we have a quiet suite. We have our zero proof mocktails, which we call conscious cocktails. So you will have an elevated conscious cocktail experience at the Hey Girl Conference. We have a live performer who is going to sing in our brunch time.
Oh,
When I
nice.
tell you we hit all the senses, but we do it in such a way where the goal is not to overwhelm you or razzle dazzle you.
Mhm.
This is not a razzle dazzle
Right.
500 person conference. I've been there and that is great for what it is.
Mhm.
It's not Hey Girl. Hey Girl, we cap the attendees at 150 for a very specific reason. We feel as though we found our groove at 150.
Right.
Because it is not so tiny, but it's not so big. And it
Right.
feels very intimate.
Yeah.
So, that is just, a little sneak peek behind the
Yeah.
curtain
Yeah.
of
Sounds
what
like
will happen.
our Empower Her event,
Mhm.
we capped it at 75
Mhm.
people, and that felt, you were there,
Yes.
very intimate
Oh,
as well. So
yes.
there is something to say about that
Mhm.
intimacy where it's not a huge group of people where you
Yeah.
feel seen
Mhm.
as part of the group. Now, as far as guests,
Yes.
let's talk a little bit about that.
Mhm.
So what type of guests do you have?
Yeah, so we have, when you speak of our guests, our speakers that are
Yes,
going to
your
be
guest
on.
speakers.
Yes. So we have that all different shades of women. That's
Okay.
who we have. So we have therapists that are on our panels.
Mhm.
We have real estate moguls that are on our panels. We have MD doctors. We have dance instructors, like we have a Zumba and yoga instructor that's
Oh,
on
nice.
our panel. So when I say we have all shades of women, we have financial advisors. So every part of your life
Mhm.
that we can touch, we want to
Right.
touch with our speakers.
Perfect.
And
Yeah.
so we specialize in local women that are doing amazing things and also women that are like trailblazers. Like we have one of our financial advisors, she's from Virginia. Her Instagram name, I think, is Financial Fancy. Her name is Sharice Chambers.
Oh,
She
nice.
is like helping so many small businesses and she's doing it in just like a cool, approachable way, like where it doesn't feel like you're being told what to do, but someone really like not holding your hand, but supporting you and making good business decisions. And
Right.
she's coming from Virginia to come travel with us. But the majority, I won't say but because that cancel things out.
Right.
And
And the majority.
the majority of our women are local women. We don't seek to bring in a speaker with a quote unquote big name or big following. We are for the everyday woman that is doing extraordinary things.
Right.
So that is just a sneak peek at our panelists. Yeah.
Okay. And then You said in May, but you didn't say what date.
Oh,
so
yes.
when is the conference? Time, place?
Oh, I get so excited about this. So our conference takes place over, let's say, a day and a half. So May 15th, 2026 in Collingswood, New Jersey, we have our VIP night. And so our VIP is even more intimate. That is just 20 ticket holders. We've sold out of that, but that's 20 ticket holders, and we invite all of our speakers. So you get to mix and mingle with the speakers. We have a photographer that's going to do portraits. We have that chair massage again that's coming back. And we're going to do an exercise about freedom and how to get free. Okay. So that is at Bespoke, right near where we are right now. I know it. It is an oasis.
Yes.
So we're going to be there from 7 to 9 p.m. on Friday, May 15th. And then our conference is the following day. It's the Saturday after Mother's Day, May 16th. We're going to be at the Fittler Club. That is a new location for us this year. The last 3 years, we've been at the Story Factory. Love the Story Factory. It's just, it got put in my mind that it's time to move. And I've learned to listen when I get a nudging that it's time to move. And so we're going to be at the Fittler Club this year. And that's in the Fittler Square section of Philadelphia, 24 South 24th Street. We are going to be there from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is a full day, full body experience. And our theme this year, I'm so excited about it. All right, let me collect myself. Our theme this year is Let It Go, the weights we carry. And so I landed on that just from my lived experience and the lived experience of my friends and my family. So let it go. Just get the image. Like when you're holding on to something,
especially when it's tight.
Oh my goodness. To the white meat of your knuckles, right?
Right. Or when you have the fingerprints on your hand, on the palm of your hand.
You're holding on to it and you're secured your grip. And because of that, when that new opportunity, when that new relationship, that new connection, that fresh revelation in your life comes along, because you're so tightly holding on to what was, you physically can't even reach out and grab it. So you're literally watching those opportunities pass you by because you're so tethered in the past. You're so tethered in the known, whether it is good for you or not, uncomfortable or not. I know it, so I'm going to hold on to it. Let it go because there's so much more. Girl, I'm just getting started. Right. There is so much more for me. So I have to let go of what was to fully embrace what's to come. And then the weights we carry. So Arlene, there are certain things that are assigned to you. Like this is my weight. I have to carry it. Okay. And then there are certain weights that are assigned to me. Right. What I have learned is that sometimes it's just for a season. And Arlene, I may be on season 8, episode 6 of carrying this weight that was just one season long. And we need to let those weights go. And then as I'm carrying my own weight, Arlene, guess what? I see a weight on you that I'm like, okay, let me help you. Let me take that off of you and now add to what's already weighing me down. But give ourselves grace. Right. Don't condemn yourself. Just say, I can live differently. I can move differently because when you're weighed down, I know I've been walking through life very heavy at points in my life where I'm like, golly, why does this just feel like so much work to put my foot up and put it down? It's because I have the weight of the world on me, whether it is put on me or that I put it on myself. I want to move a bit lighter these days. I want to take a step and not feel like, afterwards. So that is some of the genesis of Let It Go, the weights we carry. And we're going to examine so many different areas of our lives that we need to let go. How we process stress and how it impacts our nervous system is a big topic that we're going to talk about at our conference. So those migraines that keep coming, that random rash that nobody knows where it's coming from, the hairline that just starts to thin out just around the hairline right here. It may be your body's response to stress in your life that you need to let go. Right. We're also going to talk about how control. Oh, I'm a type A. I don't know if you noticed. Arlene.
I think we can identify our own.
I see you, girl. I'm a type A. And within being in control, I think, it's safe. I can measure the outcome and it comes at a cost. And it's really only a cost to you, not to anybody else. like, because I'm so tightly wound up sometimes, and because I want to be in such control and I don't want to delegate, it's all on me. And then when it's all on you, you start to like feel twinges of resentment.
Right.
Nobody told you to take it all on.
Exactly. You just decided on your own.
And now you're like, they don't see me drowning over here. And then you start to resent people.
Right.
And then that starts to like latch itself to your heart. And then it's like, all of a sudden you used to express joy, and your joy is like deep down underneath the resentment that you brought on because you wouldn't let go. So we're going to talk about how we let go. And then also one other topic, we have 6. So one other topic I want to share with you is that this whole relationship that we have with money as women. And that maybe we need to kind of reassess how we view money, whether it was we had to put it all on our back and make it happen in the house, borrow from Peter to pay Paul, to pay the bills or to pay for the school trip or whatever it is. Or some of us come from backgrounds where it's like we didn't have to worry about the bills in the house. And so we're ignorant. And now we don't know how to balance a checkbook. These kids don't even know what a checkbook is, Arlene.
They don't know how to write a check.
Oh my gosh. But just never had that responsibility.
Right.
You know, so it's just like we have this relationship with money that it just feels like, you know, all or nothing, you know, sometimes. So we're going to examine how we view money, how we either approach or don't approach estate planning. We don't want to talk about like getting those documents together. And some of us are transitioning into caretaking roles.
Right.
We don't know where the deed to the house is of mom and dad. Do you have a like car note? Like, is like that car paid for? Like, where is it? Like just those very simple questions that can just save a lot of pain in the long run if and when something happens.
All amazing topics. Check me in for each one. So you said the VIP experience is sold out.
Yes, it is.
But the conference itself on Saturday, May 16th, that is still open.
It is.
How can our viewers, listeners buy tickets? You know, be a part or maybe become a part of a future event? Tell us a little bit of how we can do that.
Absolutely. Our website is heygirlconference.com. So that's heygirlconference.com. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn. Everything is at Hey Girl Conference on the social media. Our ticket is $139 and includes a full day of panel discussions, our vendor marketplace, our live performance, brunch at the Fiddler Club. And I did not even tell you about the raffle prizes. Our raffle prizes are legendary. So everyone that buys a ticket, if you have a general ticket, like a regular conference ticket, you already get one raffle ticket in your swag bag. You can purchase more. We have the best raffle prizes. Let me give you a sneak peek. So for instance, this year we have a 2-night stay at the Hotel Monaco as one of our raffle prizes. I said a 2-night stay at the Hotel Monaco as a raffle prize. And we also have an earring raffle prize. I'm an earring girly, so we have 2 different.
And those are beautiful.
Oh, thank you. And they're lightweight. So we have 2 different earring raffle prizes. And lastly, again, this is just a little sneak peek. I don't want to give it all away.
Right.
Fiddler Club. 10-person private screening in their movie theater. Boom.
Nice. Those are,
So you get that whole experience and you get that warm hug, that family reunion, the good kind, not the kind that, you know, sometimes deteriorates.
Right.
Okay. So the good family reunion, you get the swag bag and you get connections. More than anything, you make connections with different entrepreneurs there. We have a whole wide array of women that come to our conference. We have entrepreneurs. We have C-suite women. We have college women that are finding their way. We have women that are on the precipice of something new and different and are just looking for that nudge, that push. We provide that at the Hey Girl Conference. So that is what you will receive.
Nice. Wonderful. Is there anything that before we sign out, is there anything else that we missed or that you would like to let us know about, or how we can keep in contact with you, Cassandra?
Yeah. So what I would like to let you know about the Hey Girl Conference, Our fiscal sponsor is the Hey Girl Fund. That is our 501(c)(3). I am the president of the Hey Girl Fund. So we are doing more work to hit our three tenets: equip, empower, and educate. So we are doing even more work. We have plans, Arlene. We have plans upon plans
Nice.
upon plans. So if anyone wants to support, you could go to the heygirlconference.com website, and there's a tab under there for the Hey Girl Fund.
Okay.
Now, for me, Cassandra Burnett, you can visit my website, CassandraBurnett.com. There's a list of all the topics that I talk about. I love to talk to women in particular. I love to talk to college students and high school students to encourage them to keep dreaming. Because, I've seen and I've experienced what happens when you stop dreaming. We are a society that needs to keep dreaming.
Right.
And so I love to talk about that. You can check out all the different things I have going on at my website. I do baking workshops through my cake company, which is like baking, storytelling, connecting. And that I have another one coming up in May. So you can find all that information.
When in May?
May 9th.
Okay.
It is our Mother's Day special.
Oh, nice.
From 1 to 3 in Fishtown, we do a baking workshop. So you can find that information on my cake website, Lizzie'sLoveCakes.com, LIZZIES lovecakes.com.
Beautiful. Wonderful. And I'm going to say, I've heard you speak several times. You are truly inspirational and wonderful.
Thank you.
And feel so uplifted every time I see you. So if anybody needs someone to, whether MC or a speaker, I would say definitely reach out to you, Cassandra.
Thank you so much, Arlene.
That's a wrap for this episode of Beyond the Pages. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. Until next time, keep reading between the lines.